Hello guys and welcome to beingDev. In this video we'll look into for of and for in loops. So starting with what they iterate over. So for of loop will iterate over the actual data. On the other hand, for in loop will iterate over properties. Just for your knowledge, for of loop has been added in es6 and the for in has been there for a long time. So in for of loop you can iterate over all of these data structures, but for in will iterate over just these array arguments object that you get inside a function, and then string and object. Just to give an instance for data and property iteration, let's see an example. So in this case we are iterating over array in both the cases, but for of it is returning the actual values. On the other hand, in case of for in, it will returning the property values, that is 0 1 2 in this case. So similar thing will happen in case of string. It will return s, t and f, and this will return 0 1 2. And similarly I have explained all the different scenarios in which both of these can be used. Most of these are self-explanatory. You can go through the presentation in the description. For object, for of iteration is not possible. And just to note that the for in loop will iterate only over the enumerable properties and also in the original insertion order. So if you're not familiar what enumerable properties are, just check the link in the description. Now for newly added data structures map and set, so these has been added into es6. Map stores the key value pairs and that can be iterated using for of loop like so, and similarly set stores the array of individual values and that can also be iterated using for of loop. Next we have generator, another feature added in es6. So what generator does is it lets us customize the behavior of for of loop. So anytime you see this star associated with the function keyword, that means it's a generator. So as you can see, we yield values in generator. So every time you call a generator functions, for example like so, every time you call a generator functions, it generates an iterator. So instead of calling the function, you can use ASDF as well over here. So generator functions generates an iterator when it is called. So over here it is generating an iterator, and that iterator returns the yielded values sequentially. So first it will return this and then ABC and then so on. Let's see it running. So you can see it yielded the values in the sequence the way we have defined it. And now let's see a useful implementation of generators. So in this case we have an array, okay, and we are defining a property called loop on that array, which will be a generator, and that will generate the array values itself with the currency symbol attached to those values. So here we are just getting a iterator object by calling the generator function, and then that iterator object can be iterated using the .next value .next function as well, or using the for of function. So let's see what this one does. What's the error? Oh, so I have given v capital over here. Okay, so you can see the first value, the first yielded value already got skipped over here. Okay, so the for of loop started from the second value because the first next was already called before that. So you get 2 and 3. So that is how you customize the iterator using a generator. Just to simplify this, you can even use a for loop. Yes, so this for loop will also do the same thing for you, but in a little simpler way. So if you are not familiar with the string literals, I have a tutorial already in my videos for those. And guys, do check the description for more links